Hello everyone, welcome. No time to waste. Let's get into the competition. Just kidding. There we go. Only a few minutes late. Thankfully, not too late. I didn't have power for like 4 hours. I'm not really sure what happened, but it looks like some people from the energy company came and restored the power, so that's good. So I'll only give you guys a 3-minute head start, but here I am. Hopefully the audio sounds alright. It actually might sound too loud. There we go. Yeah, hopefully the audio sounds fine now. Tubuka, hello, and hello everyone that I didn't say hello to yet, like Carbon, Fama, Cliff, Martin, Dini, Rachel, Oaken Shield. Oh, I see Homeboy Gaming, Salad. I might have missed some. Herps, Davidson. Okay, let's get started here. So since gold is cash boosted, I'm gonna sell gold at the start. You know, usually I do my wine rush, but I don't need to do that in this case. I want to set up my gold rush, you know, in the way it is in my final build. That would be the most optimal thing to do. So I'm gonna need to place down some roads first to make sure that things are gonna go where I want them to go. So it might take me a minute just to get a couple of roads set up. And yeah, this is the right setup for the biome. That's right. Don't want to make that mistake again. Eddie, hello. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, I wasn't even sure if I was going to start this competition on time. If I didn't have power, obviously I wouldn't be able to stream. And I would have tried to do this on my phone. Which I think I can, it's just really slow. I've done it before on the uniforms competition last year. Okay, so I should have my gold rush in this section here. So I use the pot of gold NFT to give me passive gold ore, and then I'll put green forges here. And for the time being, I will put a warehouse. I'll put it right here. I actually want one over here where the oil seep's at. But this build's not too expensive, so it shouldn't take too long to finish it. Okay. Let me make sure to place down my Christmas tree and oopsie, and then I gotta turn on my well, my Miranda skins, my corrupted packs. Got so much to do. Geo, hello. I don't have enough signal. Oh, to play the game, you mean? Like signal as an internet connection? I still have a bunch of green forges to place. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, I do have that warehouse. I'm not going to use that warehouse, so I'm not going to use the oil seep since I'm selling with the dragon. And I want the diamond warehouse right there. All right. I practiced this build for like 2 full days. Like I'm actually excited to do this competition because I think I'll do very well. So if I would have missed out on it because of the power outage, I would have been really disappointed. Wrong spot. Yeah. Oh yeah, so hopefully my power doesn't go out. Right, so I put gold on auto sell. Still got more green forges to place. And I don't think I even turned them on. Yeah. Need to turn them on. Man, I haven't done the gold rush in a while. So I'm not used to it. Right. So I'm going to use my second pot of gold to have more gold ore for the ones over here. And I also want to make sure to place down the epic arcane earrings because they're going to reduce the craft time of the forges and increase the forge workers' movement speeds. I can have up to 4 of them placed. Alright, so I think I got, yeah, 2 more forges. Okay, there we go. We got the gold rush going. Hopefully my dragon can keep up with the sales. I'm not even sure if it can. C Money, what's up? It's not a guild competition. I think they're delaying guild competitions until they fix the guild competition related issues, which is smart of them. That's what we asked them to do. Yeah, yeah, I always put the Christmas tree even in July. That's right. Amir Z, hello. Happy tournament day. Heluang Usaha says, good morning, Dub. Hello, welcome. Okay, I need to get a setup going for lumber production so I can do this quicker. I don't think I need that road. But yeah, that's one of the roads we start with, that's right. And I have to get rid of this one because I'm using subgrid placement there. So I'm not going to use any of the paved roads that we start with. Mary, hello. So my lumber production is over here in my final build. Thing is, it's going to be really far from where my trees are right now. So I'll just do a temporary one closer, like right here. And of course I need trees. Oh. Well, let me put the trees first. The Hollow, hello. Good luck with the competition for sure. So did you guys practice for this one? Or anybody here gonna work off the build I shared? Which I think is a very, very good build. Maybe a little too good. Because my initial goal, you know, after the stream I did on Friday, I was trying to aim for 37, but it was obviously too high because of all the buildings involved. But then when I was messing with it during the weekend, my new goal was at most 30. I'm like, that would be a very good rate. And I did get it to 30. And then I'm like, man, there's still more optimizations I could do. I really shouldn't. Like, I should let you guys figure that out. But just habit. So yeah, I optimized it even further, like the most I possibly could, and it ended up doing 32 per hour. I've not heard of anyone get 32 without NFTs. I knew it was possible. Like I'd seen somebody do 30 and they said they could improve it more. So it is possible to do, it's just not easy. Do your build again. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I should probably place on the lumberjacks, huh? Man, I'm gonna have to move this. Well, no, not yet. I'll move it later. I'll just move a bunch of stuff later. Yeah, my juniors are placed in very specific spots. Okay, so with that, I should be able to start producing lumber. I'm actually going to put even more lumberjacks temporarily. I'm missing a road there. There. Okay. I also need to place down my energy rush. Oh, I'm also selling with the depot, I see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use that gas to sell extra gold. So I'll place down my express depot. I guess I'll place it down here. The Hollow says I did practice and then I changed your build and modified it a little because I have a few NFTs. Alright. Whatever helps you with your production rate, right? I'm gonna have most of my loggers on the north corner over here. That's why I want to do these roads first and then I'll build the loggers. So I'm already at 6 mil cash. I actually didn't check. How much cash do I need? Wow, I need like 7 mil to do this build. I pretty much already have all the cash I need. That's crazy. Alright. I'm gonna build the loggers first. Yeah, I needed a bunch of loggers. That's why I'm using subgrid placement like this. Otherwise, I would have just had one long straight road. That was actually how I had it at first when I was first doing my design. But yeah, I needed so many loggers. Despite the fact that I use Hatchet Hank, so that it increases the movement speed of my loggers, I still needed a lot of loggers. Right, and of course I should place down my crane bots. Help me build this stuff out. Ah, it's crooked. Okay, keep clearing this stuff out. Smiling Monster, welcome! See Money, do you still play Eternal Paradox? And if so, how's that going considering going back to it? Yeah, I still play Eternal Paradox. I didn't log on this morning, but yeah, I still play. Um, well, I mean, people are still playing it. It seems like a little bit less players than there were before. Of course, I guess some people get fed up. They don't want to log in every day, and it's kind of a tiring game. I think it's still going pretty good. We were doing something where there was like a safe zone where we wouldn't attack anyone. But looks like the top guild doesn't want to do that anymore, so I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. So basically people don't like getting attacked, but it's a war game. That's the whole point, is attacking people. And if you don't want to get attacked, just use a shield. I mean, there's shield items in the game that you can use. That's the whole point of them. Still got some roads to put here. And yeah, in Eternal Paradox, I'm leading Dub Guild. I think our guild is like 5th or 6th place. It doesn't have that many competitive players anymore. Most of the competitive players went to the current top 3 guilds. So I think our Dub Guild in Eternal Paradox is going to be more for like casual players. Just because I don't really expect people to play like 8 hours per day and spend money on the game. Like I don't really want to ask that of people. It's not really worth it. It's a fun game in my opinion. It needs more players. This is gonna be where my oak barrels are produced. That's why I'm putting the legendary styling right there. I think, is that all the roads? I'm missing a few roads over here. Oh, I'm actually missing one more road. No, I feel like I'm missing more roads. I'm just not exactly sure where yet. Alright, so while all that stuff's building, I'm gonna set up my sugar production area, which is just gonna be this big rectangle here. I'm gonna use sugarcane sands to give me the passive sugarcane that I need to make sugar. This whole area is gonna be surrounded by windmills. And these windmills will be on a green craft timer because I'm using the light circus NFT to remove the shade around them. Also forgot to place on my tavern. So I'll place that down here. It'll make everything move 20% faster. Missing energy. I'll just place on my solar panel to help a little bit with the energy, but yeah, the crane bots are still gonna have to deliver that. I'm missing a road there. No wonder. Yeah, I still play Champions Arena too, by the way. Probably less than less than Eternal Paradox. I don't play it that much, but I still play it. Like, I'll still rank top 50 in the arena, so I'll get the 2 minting scrolls. Okay, so I have a lot of Table of Appreciation, so I was really looking forward to a competition where I would be able to use them. And since we're making jam on this one, yeah, I'm using them to make jam. I placed on the Valentine's Day stands to give me the passive strawberries that I need. Jam normally requires 10 strawberries to make at a bakery, but with the Table of Appreciation, it only needs 5 strawberries. And instead of a water drum, it just needs 1 water, which I'm getting from the river. It still needs the 3 sugar. The workers move quicker, so they'll be able to pick up the sugar much quicker. And the craft time is half of that compared to a bakery, although it doesn't account for like the gifted baker ghost card. So like real quick, let me place on a bakery here just to show you. So your jam takes 48 seconds, and here's the regular craft requirements compared to the table. But if I apply the ancient gifted baker, craft time's reduced to 38 seconds, but it doesn't reduce it for the tables anymore. It's still 24 seconds. But yeah, I'm not using any regular bakeries, just those. Just the tables. Alright, I'm gonna build some of the lumber mills. I really should have... Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, I completely forget about this. Guided blades needs to be turned on. That'll help me make lumber quicker. Basically doubles the speed of lumber. That's why I wasn't making lumber quick enough. It's... I mean... I'm still gonna have to wait for energy. Yeah, let me build the lumber mills now. Almost this whole section's gonna be lumber mills. This is gonna be such a quick build. It probably would have broken my record for the fastest one I've ever completed if I started on time and if maybe I practiced a little bit so I know where I would be placing things at. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody already sold market boxes. Well, I mean, it looks like to me that Vulture already sold like 20 market boxes. He must have rushed to it. Yeah, I guess you would have to have like the boxing facility NFT and all the other NFT. It is possible to rush right into market boxes and basically sell that for cash. That is true. I'm gonna need to build one power plant. I usually don't do this. Like I just rely on my solar panel, but it doesn't have a far enough reach. So I'm gonna need the power plant to provide all the passive energy I need for the lumber mills making oak barrels. Oh, this is crooked, no wonder. Man, I keep placing stuff crooked. Right, I'm gonna move this out the way. I really don't even need to sell any more of those. Hatchet Hank goes there. Looks like I ran out of gasoline. So the sugar will get stored in this storehouse, quickly picked up by the workers over here on the tables. And then once they're done making jam, they're gonna store it all the way over here at this pantry. It's gonna be closer to where the boxing facilities are gonna be, so they don't have to walk that far. Because these workers move very quickly, the boxing facility workers don't. Should be able to get rid of these now. I need to move that lumber storage eventually. Well, I guess I could move it like at the end. Right. Oh yeah, the boxing facilities need a lot of lumber. Right, so I'm gonna build out some of these. Actually, I'll just build them all out. I really should have done the power plant first. Six energy. I can actually finish it. Take this out. So if I do the power plant first, I can actually use it to make energy. Well, actually, can I? No, I can't. Normally I would put my haunted wing or porch on here just to quickly make energy with the power plant, although I'm letting people borrow those on my temporary guild, so I don't actually have it. But I'll still slowly keep making energy with my energy setup over here. But yeah, I need like 100 energy just to build these, so it's gonna take a bit. I'll place this back here just to finish these out. Although I think they're gonna focus on these first. The crane bots, that is. Carl Zed, hello. Hey Dub, good luck on the competition. My internet went down just when the game started. Some frantic restarting on Wi-Fi router and main fiber router now up and running. Okay, I see. You had a similar problem to me. Yeah, my power went out like 4 hours ago and it came on like 10 minutes before the competition started. Like, wow. Which is a good thing, thankfully. But yeah, sounds like yours went out right when the competition started. Okay, I don't need these anymore. I'm gonna move this out. I have plenty of lumber. I might actually have all the lumber I need. So diamond charge station is gonna go there. Because this spot has shade from nearby buildings, so I can't really put a tree farm there. And I can get rid of this. The only lumber mills making lumber are gonna be these two. And normally I would have my lumber storage right here. All right, yeah, I think so. Okay, so I got 3 more great sawmills. One's gonna go there. There, and I think right there. The great sawmills don't cast any shade. They also don't need a road. That's why I'm using 2 over here, because there's no road connected to them. But I would want them to be closer to where the oak trees are going to be at, which will be here. Because, yeah, they won't cast shade on them. But I am going to still have these lumber mills here and one here. So it's going to cast shade on some of the trees. But, I mean, I still need those lumber mills. I need to make a bunch of oak barrels. What do I need this road for? I honestly, I don't even know why I have that road there. I'll look back at that once I'm done with the build. Okay. So I'm using 2 legendary sun rides. One's mine, one I'm borrowing it because I didn't have enough iron or passive iron to make all the oak barrels that I needed. That's why I needed to use 2, which is insane. Like for the amount of market boxes that I'm gonna try to make here, yeah. Okay, 40 minutes in. I'm gonna get started on the oak trees over here. It looks like I already used up all the lumber. I'll go ahead and move this. And I'll temporarily have these two make lumber as well. These are actually going to make wooden boxes and oak barrels. Alright, these are supposed to be oak trees too, but of course I'm still building stuff. These are gonna be lumber mills. How much more do I have to build? Dang, yeah, that's all missing energy. These are still missing energy, wow. I have so much gold I can't even sell it. Okay, how about I start making sugar? I'll turn some of them on. Almost all of them. So right here in the middle, I'm going to be using the mistletoe arch. This will reduce the craft time of the oak trees in a 3 tile radius. So this should actually be an oak tree as well. So 3 tile radius, like 1, 2, 3, like that. Gonna reduce the craft time of oak trees by 50%. Or like this, 1, 2, 3. Not directions. 3. So over here, 1, 2, 3. Or like that, or like that. So these 3 aren't actually, they don't actually have the craft time reduction, but it still needed more oak trees beyond what this radius provides me. This is also going to be an oak tree, which means I need to move that water tower. Legendary water tower is going to be placed right there. It's going to give me passive water for all the trees except for these, as you can see. So over here, I'm going to use 2 town halls. This one gives me passive water for most of these except these 2. As you can see, both of these trees still need 1 passive water. That's why I'm going to be using another town hall for that. Using the 1 passive water that it gives me just to fulfill that. But the town hall, just having one of them placed reduces the craft time of the tree farms by, I think it was 10%. But if you have multiple placed, it doesn't reduce that any further. So there's really not much of a reason to have more than one of these. But in some cases, you only need one passive water, so it helps. I could have just built a pond that gives 2 passive water, but I don't need 2 passive water. That's why I'm just using the town halls. Well, I mean, like, I could just have a pond here, right? That'll free up this space. But I do want one town hall placed somewhere. That's the point. Okay, so I'm making jam now. I suppose I'll go ahead and turn these on. Although I'm still not making oak barrels or the wooden boxes. So I really should, yeah, I should start making some oak barrels, since I already got the oak trees placed. So all of these will have the passive energy and iron that they need. They're just gonna have to pick up the oak wood. Well, the loggers will take it to them. Kelvin Tan says mistletoe description says 2 tile radius, so it's actually 3 tile. So when it first came out, it was 2 tiles. They recently buffed it to a 3 tile radius. And they buffed the percentage from 35% to 50%. Yes, that's right, Kelvin 10. I guess they never updated the store description. That must have been it. They buffed it not too long ago. I think I had it in the playbook, the exact time. Like maybe 2 months ago. May 10th. Yeah, like 2 months ago, Kelvin, is when they buffed it. It's a pretty good NFT considering there's various metas that use oak trees, and 50% craft reduction on those is pretty big. But I think this is the first meta where people really wanted to get a mistletoe arch. I've seen a couple people asking to like buy them for less than what the store costs. I think it's $150 in the Gala Games store. So pretty much, what is this? All these mills will be making wooden boxes as well as that one. This one will make the oak barrels because it has a passive iron. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, we're doing market boxes again next week. I don't know if you guys have heard. I know Farmer Michelle just mentioned it like right before the competition started, I think. Or maybe it was in the... I think it was in the bot. When you do the meta command, it shows it in the bot. The next week's competition consists of a market box that includes blue paint, red paint, and yellow paint. I don't exactly know what the craft requirements are on the paint yet. I think there is a way to figure it out. I just haven't checked. Oh, and a wooden box, of course. They still want us making wooden boxes. Yeah, it sounds like the paint will be made in the stationery shop. And I guess you make the paint with colored fruits or something. I'm not completely sure. I haven't checked that. I need 40 energy here and like maybe 10 over here. Oh, and I still need to build 2 more forges because I ran out of green forges. Let me actually move my energy setup over here because I am going to need this space. Oh, nice. Salad's got the craft requirements. So it's probably in the bot, huh, Salad? I didn't check that. So he said it on the chat, but yellow paint equals a water drum, 8 corn, 1 glue, 2 flour. Corn. See, I mentioned that for the yellow paint on, I think it was Friday's stream, but I don't know, corn didn't really make sense to me, but it's common ground world. It doesn't have to make sense, so there we go. Red paint equals 1 water drum, 8 strawberries, 1 glue, 2 flour. Okay, reasonable, yeah. And yeah, blue paint, 1 water drum, 8 blueberries, 1 glue, 2 flour. Okay. Glue, that means bees are involved. The flour, I'm not exactly sure what's up with the flour on paints. Maybe you guys know better than me. How does that make sense? Use flour to make paint? At least in this game? Yeah, bot has the details. Awesome. Yeah, I seen Farmer Michelle mention it. I just didn't check the individual paints. Alright, so I'm moving those 2 green forges over here. So the great thing about green forges, they don't require wood. And as you can see, this meta is very heavy on wood. And also, the workers move faster, and... Well, do they move faster? Maybe they don't. No, I actually don't think they move faster. But they will take the gold directly to the boxing facility, so it helps with the boxing facility's movement speed. So they don't have to spend so much time going and picking up gold from the warehouses. Some of them will still take it to the warehouse, but if they're closer to the boxing facility and if it needs gold, they'll just take it directly to the boxing facility. Okay, so I do need to make 2 regular forges here. Almost done building everything. Oh, cool. They're building these out. I need 1 more logger there. Still waiting for that one to finish. Cool, it looks like I'm already making market boxes. 54 minutes into the build, so it's not going to be my fastest one, like, completed. But it probably could have been if I practiced actually, you know, doing this whole build. I could have done it in under an hour if I would have practiced it. Right, so I'm gonna put everything on auto sell with 35 quantity, I think is good enough. Market box is at 25, of course. Jam. I don't actually have to auto sell jam. I don't think I even do. Yeah, when I practiced it, I don't remember having jam on auto sell. Maybe I did. Let me just put this at like 55. Gold at 35. Sugar, it's not a problem if I auto sell or I don't auto sell sugar. No, actually, I don't want to auto sell sugar. If I'm overproducing sugar, then something's wrong there because I shouldn't be overproducing sugar. Wajir, paint sometimes needs a thickener if you're making it, but cornstarch makes more sense. But or some non-edible powder. Okay. Okay. I don't know the process of creating paint, so I mean, if it makes sense, that's good. So other than bees, no animals are involved. If you consider bees animals, they're more like insects. And that's just to make the glue. So you can use the wheat stands if anybody owns wheat stands to make flour. Otherwise, of course, you'd make wheat fields. But I'll think more about the next competition later once I'm done with this. I mean, after hearing the craft requirements, it doesn't sound too difficult. Heck, it might be easier than this one. Who knows? We can get rid of that. Build that one more logger house. I'll turn all of these on. I actually need to turn on my effect cards too. I haven't done that yet. So I'm not using a silo. I am using oak trees. That's very important. I'm also not using a tractor. Wow. But yeah, the windmill ones are very important to have. I'm not using mines either. I think that's it. I don't even need to have the bakery effect card on, but yeah, I'll have it on. Yeah, it's only a couple of ones. Yeah, Salad, for next competition, does seem like wheat stand will be very helpful. I can see what they're trying to do. They want people to buy up the Valentine's Day stands, blueberry stands, and the spooky wheels from the shops, so they can have passive, you know, of the crops. Because yeah, that's a lot of blueberries. Well, yeah, blueberries, strawberries, corn. It's not really hard to make like a large quantity of those. But like for the top players who really want to have passive of as much as they can of that stuff, they're either going to need a lot of stands or they're just going to have to make a lot of blueberry fields and corn fields. Uh, 20 more energy. Hopefully I already turned all these on. Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting on energy. And I would have been done by now on the 1 hour mark if I placed that just a few minutes earlier. So 1 hour into the competition, 16th place, looking good. Of course, the usual people at the top. I see O-Town's at 3rd place, so that's very, very good. People kept asking, is Nacho G quitting? I don't think so. Like, I did hear rumors, and he's selling some of his spare NFTs. It's just that his spare NFTs are like really expensive, so I guess some people thought he was quitting. But he has so many NFTs. If he's only selling a couple of ones that are spares, I don't think he's quitting. If I'm not mistaken, he still lets Billy borrow most of his NFTs. I think that's why Billy's been going for 1st place right now. But like, is he quitting for sure? I don't know. Right now, I don't think so. He may be contemplating it, but I don't know. Blue Fawn, hello. Is it hard to get top 900 with no NFT? Nah, especially if you watch my no NFT video that just came out a couple hours ago. And if you were to do that and you understand how to play, top 900 without NFTs is easy, in my opinion. You could probably get top 600 without NFTs if you are experienced enough. Preferably you practice, though. You would have to practice your cash rush. I usually don't share the cash rush strategy with people because everybody has like a different approach to it. It's usually just doing gold, and I do have a video on gold rush. But yeah, you can get top 900 without NFTs. I believe you can get top 600 without NFTs, even top 400, although it's much, much harder. Beyond that, like top 225, I don't think it's possible without NFTs. You will need some specific NFTs at minimum, like the Miranda skins, Town Hall, maybe Hatchet Hank Juniors, stuff like that. Master Team, Nacho's on vacation. He will return. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I should be good on energy. We'll see. Let me get rid of this stuff. So I don't need this anymore. Yeah, Watcher says he's gotten top 600 a few times, and those few times were when the cash rush was solid and I didn't fall asleep, where storage didn't get jammed. Yeah, good points. You don't want that bad stuff to happen, like storage getting jammed. Blue Fawn says, thanks, good luck to you. Thank you. You too, if you're doing the competition. Okay, I think I built everything else. All the windmills should be on. Let me double check their craft time. Yeah, 21 seconds. All the lumber mills should be on. Boxing facility should be on. Everything placed down as far as I can tell. That should be it. Build is done. I'm gonna reset the production monitor So 1 hour, 1 minute. Competition started an hour and 5 minutes ago, so I had a 4-minute late start, I believe. Oh, okay. Yeah, if it wasn't for that late start, and if I would have placed down the energy rush like 2 minutes too earlier, I would have been done with the build in 1 hour exactly. But looks like a 1 hour, 5-minute finish, super quick. The stream might not be that long, to be honest. Unless you guys have questions and we can check something out, then for sure. Otherwise, I'm for sure I'll be here at least 30 minutes to make sure this is running properly. And I'll check out the next meta a little bit just to do some thinking there. Cliff says Nacho selling NFTs must be to fund his trip somewhere. Because I seen him, so he posted on my Discord, on my marketplace. I see he was selling some tables of appreciation and Hatchet Hank Senior, the main Hatchet Hank, this dude right here. I don't know how many tables he has. He probably has more than I do, but I heard he was the only person that owns 2 Hatchet Hanks. You really don't need a second one, so that's probably why he's selling it. Blue Fawn, by the way, is there a Blueprint NFT? Can I sell it on OpenSea? Yes, there is a Blueprint NFT on this competition, so if you place in the top 1200, or honestly, even if you don't place in the top 1200 and you sell at least 100 market boxes, you'll qualify for the Blueprint. But yeah, if you place top 1200, you'll get a Blueprint. The rarity depends on your ranking. So like top 600 would get the epic one. Or if you don't make top 600, then 601st to 900th, you will get, what is it, the rare? Oh no, wait. I got that mixed up. So you get the rare if you make top 1200. If you make top 600, you get the epic. Top 225 would be legendary, and so on. If you don't even make top 1200, then you would get the uncommon if you sold at least 100 market boxes. It's kind of like a participation reward. So you asked, can you sell it to OpenSea? So like Wajir said, you would have to, you get the NFT on Gala chain. You would have to bridge it to Ethereum, which would cost you about $10 to do, and then you would have to list it on OpenSea. This NFT in particular, Crafty Candy Shop, I don't think is that valuable compared to some of the other ones that have released anyways. So you probably wouldn't profit unless it's the legendary one at minimum. That one might go for like 30 bucks, but like, I don't know, Epic might go for 10 or 15 bucks. So yeah, I don't think you would profit from doing that. You could sell it on a website called NFT Harbor, which supports NFTs on Gala chain. So you could sell it for Gala on Gala chain. Now, like maybe you're trying to cash out. So if you were to sell it for Gala, you'd still have to bridge that to Ethereum and then convert it to whatever token you want to. So just keep that in mind. I threw away some oak wood. Why? Some of these might not be rotated correctly. I gotta look into that. Okay, so I didn't even say my production rate. Goal is to do 280 market boxes per hour, which I think is huge. I've not really seen people mention that they're doing these numbers. It should be enough for top 25, so I'm actually aiming for top 25 on this competition. I don't think it'll be enough for top 10. It might be like close, like somewhere around 15th. I'm guessing. I could be wrong. Maybe there's like some people that are doing 300 plus up at the top. But I mean, I'm already 16th place and I had a couple minutes of a late start. I probably should be around here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this will be enough for top 25. If it's not, I'll be shocked, honestly. So far looking good after a 5-minute test. Yeah, 280 at minimum. I think at most 283 per hour is where it'll peak completely because of the oak barrel rates. If I wanted to improve this further, I would need more NFTs. No surprise there. But yeah, I would have needed another mistletoe arch to get rid of some of these oak tree farms. Then I would have been able to push this up one tile, and I would have had more space for lumber mills making oak wood, and more boxing facilities over here, because I would have needed to replace some of these with more forges. I would need more forges to make more gold. The jam's not a problem because I could easily make I would need to place down another table of appreciation, but I would be able to make enough jam for up to 300 boxes per hour. I think beyond that I would need to expand this, and I'm not sure how I would do that because I would have to get rid of logger houses or something. I could. I had the NFTs for it. It's just that I'm lending out one of the sugarcane stands. But if I really wanted to, I could expand the jam production. But I spent almost like 2 days practicing on this, so where it's at right now, it's very good. Okay, I'm checking Discord now. I see this is kind of a jab at the team, but let me see. Can I show Discord here? Oh, why is it taking up the whole screen? There we go. Snapshot for next week's rewards. I don't see myself there. That's the joke about what happened with last week's competition. Oh, where was it? Yeah, the paints. Alright, so I'll add this info to the Tonsar playbook probably later today. Market boxes again. Clay lump, ceramic bowl, and honey are cash boosted. But it doesn't say how much. Oh, you also need to make paper, so you need bamboo shoots. I didn't even realize that. That's for the that's to make the people that have the Tunnel of Love NFT happy, because then they can finally use it with the passive bamboo shoots thing. Because when they buffed the Tunnel of Love, they made it give 3 passive bamboo shoots. And oh, eco paper needs 5. All right. Oh, and it also needs glue. Oh. Oh, you're gonna need more glue than I thought you would. So each Starlight market box for next week, I mean, is gonna need 4 glue, 1 for the eco paper, and 1 for each color of paints. I know glue requires is honeycomb, honey, and 2 clay lumps. You're gonna need lumber for both the honeycombs and the honey. I know some people don't like bees. Thankfully, I think the only thing that requires lumber are just honey and honeycomb, right? There shouldn't be anything else here that requires lumber. So that's not, well, actually the wooden boxes. Never mind, I take it back. I was gonna say it's not like terribly hard to balance the lumber, but you still gotta balance lumber between 3 products. It's kind of like this competition. Need lumber for the wooden boxes and for the iron. I guess it's just 2 products on this competition. Yeah. I didn't even check the biome for the next one. Forest with a river on the north. That's it. Yeah, not that generous. Just 1 river. Okay. 1 river and a bunch of trees. Yeah, also I never got that boxing facility NFT. It definitely would have helped here because I could have like taken off 4 of these. It would have saved space because of the boxing facility NFT reduces the craft time of all the other boxing facilities, and that specific boxing facility NFT doesn't need to pick up wooden boxes. I would still need to craft wooden boxes for all these other ones, but yeah, the craft time reduction would have helped me take off like 3 or 4 of these. That really only would have helped if, like I said, I had another mistletoe arch and I had more space for lumber mills, more space for forges, so I could try to aim for 300 per hour. But that I don't think that would have been enough for top 10 still. It would have been closer, but it still wouldn't be enough. Production monitor is looking very good. Almost exactly what it should be looking like. 11th place, alright. I was considering doing the no NFT builds like on here from start to finish. I don't know exactly how long it'll take if I don't use any NFTs. I figured it shouldn't take like more than 4 hours is my guess. Just because of the cash boost on gold and the fact that you only need like 8 mil. Getting that much cash should only take, well, maybe like 2 or 3 hours, I guess, without NFTs. But then you got to build out everything else, which might be like another hour or two. So like maybe 4 or 5 hours to finish the no NFT build, which I think is fast compared to most other competition builds that take like pretty much all day. Like you'll spend 8 or 10 hours. Like you don't have to be on your device playing the entire time because most of the time you're waiting to collect cash. But for this one, yeah, it really shouldn't take that long. You're making boxes now, Rachel? Very good. Don't we just love making boxes? This is like the 3rd time we've made them. We're gonna make them next week. So I'm kind of mixed about the whole box crafting thing. The cool thing, well, yeah, the good thing is that it gives us more customizable competitions that we wouldn't be able to do with any other item. Like when you're just doing snow globes or blue steel, like there's always specific items involved. So the boxes let us make weird mixes of items. Like this, for example, people wanted a competition. Well, this was a community survey competition thing. So people wanted oak barrels, jam, and gold, and it happened. We're doing it. And I think it's great because I have a lot of NFTs for this, and it's not that hard to do even without NFTs. But it's gonna go away. This isn't a permanent item. So there's not really a point in trying to refine this build much more because I don't think we're ever gonna do it again. I just don't see anywhere in the future where we'll do a market box with the exact same craft requirements, the same numbers and everything. They're just gonna do another market box with completely different items that are more relative to NFTs that recently released, for example. Because one of the reasons they did this market box was because they wanted to release the Iron Mine NFT. So they needed an item there that required iron, which was oak barrels. But some of us have the Stylen Rides, which give passive iron, so we're not even using the mines. Amir says, yuck. David is asking, hello Dub, which no NFT cash rush do I use? I would recommend doing gold or just about any competition, but especially this one, because you're going to get double the cash from selling gold. Yeah, gold is cash boosted. You should have no issues with cash on this competition at all. Like eventually you'll need to make oak barrels and jam as well. It's part of the meta and those are also cash boosted. So I don't want to hear anybody going bankrupt, unless of course their storages got jammed. In that case, that's another problem, which right now that serves as a good reminder, guys. Make sure to double check your auto sell and make sure you have everything on there. I understand most of you are not done with your builds, but when you are finished, make sure you put everything on auto sell. Like I mentioned on the video, you don't actually have to auto sell jam. I still recommend that you do, but you don't have to. And the same goes for sugar. You don't have to auto sell sugar because that's the only items going into those storages. Thanks, let me start. Yeah, no problem. Do you have a design in mind, David, for what you're going to do in the end, or you're just going to wing it? Because if you do have a design in mind, I mean, you're going to need to make gold anyways, so I would try to do that part of the design first. Like in the no NFT build that I shared, I have a section where I'm doing gold production. It's not that hard to do. So if you were to do that, you would just want to make that section of the build first. Martin, did I just hear a comment about bankrupt from who is very good at getting bankrupt? It hasn't happened in a while, Martin. Probably ever since I started to do the wine rush, I don't think I've gone bankrupt. This just proves how overpowered that is. I didn't need to do it this time though, because yeah, I just didn't need that much cash. Also, I'm lending out some of my tables. I actually have 16 of these, but I only need to use 8 in the competition, and I knew they would be really useful. So I lent them to people in my temporary supporters only guild. Yeah, Martin, I seen you mentioned you got a wheat stand, right? Gonna be useful for the next competition. Overpowered with this game by this team? No. Yes. David says, design, let me use your Gold Rush video, and the end build I will create it after getting cash. Okay, yeah, for sure. I could put down the rose bushes that I have. I guess as long as they don't break anything. What's the worst that could happen, right? Don't make me regret this, rose bushes. I'll place on the dub trophy. Don't think there's anything else that would help me. Amir says, even I went for gold this week. Even I'm almost ready with my build. Yeah, you don't need to do no chandelier earrings for a while. Not until that competition comes around, which is that the one that happens after the paint meta that we're doing next week? Oh, it is. Yeah, next week we're doing the paint meta. I'm just probably gonna call it that, even though it's market boxes, and then chandelier earrings. And then after chandelier earrings, we get the new sushi boat with the new type of sushi. Place a rose on the corner close to the dragon. Oh yeah, I guess I could have put it over there. It's the same thing. I don't think it should slow anything down, right? Do they actually walk around it? No, I think they walk through it. It shouldn't make a difference placed here. First week of August, yeah. Yeah, what's up to Twist, by the way? But yeah, it shouldn't interfere with their pathing. It's not supposed to. Maybe I can dig up what the next NFT is. Nope, don't see anything. Oh yeah, they mentioned something about a robot dog NFT, but I think that one got delayed. Rover the robot dog or something. Some of you may have seen it. It said that the utility was movement increase speed for industrial workers and builders, and I think something else, forklifts maybe. So it sounds pretty terrible, kind of like Sparky. And I think it was a legendary NFT, so like you wouldn't expect that to be cheap either. But they probably pulled it out because the utility sucked, or well, I think because they didn't have enough time to finish the NFT with all the bugs going around. They had to delay a sale, which is a very good idea that they actually did that. Because I mean, people they wanted their payouts. They went with 2 weeks without paying out Gala. And good thing they actually paid it out now. But yeah, the bugs also. And I mean, we're still having issues with payouts, as you guys know. Like they paid out, but they're not double checking their numbers. No free lunch. Hello. Wow, big numbers, Dub. Great job. I'm hoping for about 160. Nice to be finishing building so soon. Yeah, this one I really tried hard. No free lunch. I was excited for this competition. I really was. You can tell by the production rate, this is going to be some huge numbers. Top 25 for sure. I don't think it's enough for top 10. I think I'll end somewhere around 11 to 15. That's my guess. It's got to be top 25. It's been a while. Well, Martin, I didn't run into any bugs for this competition, so there's that. Unless the bug happens after the competition ends. No shaky audio, hopefully. So no bug there. I still don't know what happened on that. It must have been some kind of connection issue that happened last week. Yeah, Michelle said it was delayed when Otan asked about it. Yep. It actually delayed an NFT sale. That's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them selling NFTs, but like if there's issues in the game and people are still waiting on payouts, yeah, they should delay the NFT sale. No free lunch. Hope you get top 10. Plus maybe some players on holiday. Oh, okay. Well, maybe. But yeah, thank you. I mean, I know O-Town has a better rate than me, and so does Iron Knight. But there's some really good players up here. Obviously, Billy and Perriman are probably going to take top 2. Sugar Pie's somewhere in top 5. Yeah, Doofy does very well. Math the Farmer, I mean, it depends on the meta. He seems to be doing very well so far. There's somebody that claims to do 34 boxes per hour only using one NFT, which I think is the town hall. Which it's believable. I didn't test it out. I should have seen how much I could do with the no NFT build if I only used the one town hall. See if I could have pushed it to 34, 35. I'm gonna take a look at their design later. Wonder how many people finished so far. Yeah, who's actually done with their build so far? I know it's only been an hour and a half, but I mean, it sounds like some people already finished. Don't worry if you're not finished though. Like, no NFTs at all, it will probably take a couple hours. It's normal. It's normal for it to take 8 to 10 hours, but this one, yeah, probably like 4 or 5 hours. Beanie says I've got Golden Jam done. Now for Oak Barrels and then Starlight Market Box. Yeah, I guess the Oak Barrels are the harder ones to do since you need to make iron. I'm just doing this on the visualizer. This will be not this. This will be the maybe what the next starting biome looks like with the river on the north side. If Farmer Michelle's gonna continue to be nice, she'll put some water pumps somewhere. You know, for the gasoline setup. It's probably not gonna be that optimal though. Like you're gonna want to have green timer windmills for the next competition. Considering there's going to be a lot of blueberry fields and strawberry fields, those don't care about shade, and you're going to need to make flour. So yeah, green timer windmills is the strategy. Maybe not all of them green timer, but as many as you possibly can. And yeah, you'll still need water for them, but you'll make ponds. On the river side, you'll have your tree farms. Probably you'll still need more ponds to make more tree farms. The cornfields only need 2 water, but they are negatively impacted by shade, so you can't have them close to buildings. But yeah, they can be like farther away from the riverside. I would plan it out right now, but I just don't have enough information. But that doesn't stop people. People are still gonna plan for the next competition like right now, which is a good idea. Yeah, I'm thinking like there's gonna be windmills on the edges over here. Green timer, bunch of strawberry, blueberry fields, ponds, meadows. That's the other, not meadows. Sorry. The clover fields. You're gonna need clover fields for the beehives to make the glue. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't care about shade, which is good. Really want to take advantage of that. You'd also need oil pumps. That is, if you don't have a passive crude oil NFT, the oil pumps don't cast shade either, but they do cast dirty. So it's kind of harder to work with that. If you're trying to make like green timer windmills around a bunch of oil pumps, because you can't have those oil pumps cast dirty on your beehives. It's going to slow them down, and you can't have them close to the strawberry fields or the blueberry fields either. I'm sure there's a way where you could make that work in one of the corners, but you would have to be very careful. But yeah, the next competition, at least at a glance right now, it doesn't sound too difficult. Kind of like this one. I'm probably not gonna overdo it with the no NFT build. Like if I can get started on it early enough, there's might be two versions of it. One that's just good enough to share to help people out and help them get into the top 1200, and an upgraded one probably for supporters only to give them a better advantage. And that one might actually use like a wheat stand, because I know a lot of people have wheat stand, maybe Miranda skins in the town hall as well. Like the upgraded builds, I haven't done them in a while, but they do incorporate some basic NFTs to help people out. Yeah, I believe a lot of people have a wheat stand. Did you say wheat stand? Yeah, if I do an upgraded version of the build, which I only share that with supporters only before the competition begins, I will probably use a wheat stand on that. But the no NFT builds that I do, obviously there's still going to be no NFTs on them. And those are the ones I share publicly before the competition begins. So will a wheat stand help? It will, but not a whole lot. You're going to want green timer windmills, so it's not like you can have that many windmills on a green craft timer with just one wheat stand, unless you also have a circus of lights, but that's a higher budget NFT that I don't think many people will have. But like, which one is it? The rare wheat stand? I think with the rare wheat stand, you can have 3 windmills on a green craft timer with the right setup. Let me see if I remember. Test. Hand tight. Oh, that's the epic one. So let's put her wheat stand right there, right? Flour needs 2 ETH. So you could do this. None of the windmills will touch each other, so they'll all be crafting flour on a green craft timer. But that's just 3 windmills. I don't think that'll give you all the flour that you would need for the next competition, but it's still a big help because you won't need that much wheat for those. Yeah, you'll probably still need to make wheat, unless you have like a 2 rare wheat stands or maybe an epic one. Let me actually mess with the epic one. Let me do the regular one as well. Give you I'll share some different ideas here. So with the regular wheat stand, you can only have 1 on a green craft timer, that is. A rare, you can have 3. Epic, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can mess with it here. I think 4? Is that right? Yeah, I think you could actually have 4 of them. Yep. 4 windmills with the epic. And I think with the legendary, it's 6. It's just a really weird setup. You might not be able to work with it. I've done this before whenever I used to do Flower Rush, when I didn't have that many NFTs, but I did own a legendary wheat stand. Uncommon, you can have 2 using sub. Actually, you are right. I'll show how that works in a moment as well. I'm not utilizing subgrid placement for this, so yeah, with subgrid placement, you can have some more interesting placement methods. But this is just like very basic. I'm actually blocking the rare one, you can't see it. But the top left, regular wheat stand or uncommon wheat stand, as some people say, 1 windmill and a green craft timer. Bottom left, behind me is a rare wheat stand. You could have 3 windmills like that on a green craft timer. Bottom right is the epic wheat stand. You can have 4 windmills. And top right is the legendary wheat stand with 6 windmills. But like low stake slot said, with subgrade placement, you can do some more interesting stuff. Get the regular wheat stand again. Wow, I cannot type. Zoom in a little, but yeah, this is with subgrid placement on the regular wheat stand. If you were to do this, you can actually have 2 green timer windmills, which actually works off very well. You can have them off to a corner. So if I were to push this up, you probably wouldn't want this next to your river. You would probably want it on one of the bottom corners. But yeah, you could have 1 regular wheat stand supply, 2 windmills on a green craft timer. You just have to utilize subgrid placement, so you'd be wasting like an extra slot here. But it may be worthwhile. Maybe. But yeah, that's a good thing you could do. You could do something similar for these. I can't say I've messed with that too often, but it's possible. Can't really think of a way right now to do that. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm sure there's a way, but I've not messed with those. There we go, some different windmill setups with the wheat stand. And I'm just showing that because I think a lot of people have the wheat stand. Oops, went invisible. Alright. But yeah, I've been running this for 45 minutes. Looks like it's working as expected, which is great. 283 market box per hour, just about. All the other production rates look good. Yeah, pretty much perfect. I can't improve this any further. I tried it. It's so many optimizations I went through to get to this point. So this is maybe one of my best builds ever. Who knows? We'll prove that once the competition ends. 7th place. I'm getting kind of hopeful on top 10, but hey, maybe some people already went offline. Oaken Shield, what do you think about the stands that produces sugar and flour? Are you talking about the stations, the flour station, sugar station? So when they first came out, amazing, like super good NFTs. I remember when I got the sugar station when it came out for May Mayhem. I was so happy with it. Eventually they nerfed sugarcane. They made it easier to craft. So it kind of in a way nerfed the sugar station as well. It made it not as useful, but it's still a useful NFT. Nowadays, you've got the Circus of Light, which is just a budget version of the Beacon of Light. So there's more ways to remove shade to get windmills on a green crowd timer. There's also Bright Winds, which are super expensive, which are better than sugar stations. You just need to supply them with passive sugarcane stands. So I think there's a lot of other alternative options that make it to where the sugar station isn't that great anymore. It's still pretty decent NFT. I personally am not interested in getting one just because I would rather do this. I think this is more useful. If you were to buy like 10 sugar stations, that would actually be more optimal than this, but that's way more expensive. Yeah, actually you might need more than 10 sugar stations. So honestly, I think it's just better to go for Light Circus and then sugarcane stands, and you can then have these windmills. You know, if you have the wheat stand, you do flour. You have the spooky wheels, you do corn. There's no brine stand yet. We'll see if that comes out. So yeah, I don't think they're that great, Oaken Shield. The salt station, however, that one is still great. There isn't a way to quickly craft salt yet. There's ways to quickly craft brine with the salt fields, the rare versions of it. But yeah, there's no way to quickly craft salt. I mean, you could still use like the bright wind, right? You just need to pick up a bunch of brine. Yeah, overall, I don't think they're that great. Still pretty good, but not that great. If anybody has any questions on but yeah, any NFTs or the game or the build, let me know. Otherwise, in like 5 minutes, we're gonna be at 2 hours into the competition. I'm gonna end the stream then because I'm done with my build. Just gonna leave it running for the next couple hours and then go offline later today, just in case they snapshot the rewards in a couple hours. Who knows? They shouldn't. They really shouldn't. They should double check their scores. I hope they learn their lesson. I don't even know how that it's possible that they snapshotted the scores in the first couple hours of the competition starting last week, and that's what they based the rewards on. That doesn't make any sense to me. And it's even worse that they just didn't double check it. Herps is asking, the Christmas stand doesn't need a road? The regular sugarcane do, that seems weird. No, they don't need a road. The regular sugarcane stands shouldn't need a road anymore, Herps. They removed the road requirement on them just a couple months ago. So yeah, they're much better now that they don't need a road, just like the wheat stands. We're trying to get them to remove the road requirement on the Valentine's Day stands, because I do believe that these shouldn't need a road. Especially since basically all the other stands don't need a road anyways anymore, like the blueberry stand that came out, coffee carts, the tomato stand, which is called something else, the Nana's Toteria or something, I don't know, just call it tomato stand. Spring gardens, which are the lettuce head stands, none of those require a road, so they should get rid of the road requirement on the Valentine's Day stand. I had to bug them about that. Yeah, I'll be here for like another 4 minutes. Later today, I'll update the playbook with the new meta information, or at least what I can of the new meta information, like the paint buckets. I can't really update the numbers yet, so I don't think we even have the numbers. Oh, you're right, I missed that, I guess. Yeah. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but it was a couple months ago. It was a good change. Now I feel silly for wasting a spot in my build. Oh, you use roads for them? Yeah. Speaking of that, so earlier I mentioned, I was thinking to myself, why do I have this road here? So I don't actually need this road. See, I have this road for the silent rat. I'm not exactly sure why I had that road. I'm gonna keep it there, of course, because I don't want to break the build. Maybe this is helping my loggers move faster, I have no idea. But I could have also had a regular tree farm there in case I needed more wood. It has 2 shades, so it would only give me a little bit more wood. Oh, but it looks like I'm overproducing wood, so maybe that's why I had the road there. I actually can't remember. So yeah, I'll keep the road there, I guess. I actually have an alternative thing I could have done. So these 2 town halls, like I said, I could have just built a pond here and I would have gotten all the water that I need. That other town hall could be a tree. And then I can just place the town hall here. So that would actually buy me another green craft timer tree. Or I could even have another oak tree farm, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. It might not make sense to you guys. But it also looks like I'm overproducing oak wood. I think the issue is that I need more lumber mills making oak barrels, and I just really don't have the space for that. Not unless I purchase another great sawmill, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I just can't really improve this anymore, like I said. Cliff says, almost done with my build too. That's great. I see some people on my Discord say they're finished now. Martin says, wait, a second town hall does give water now? Since when? It always did, Martin. Technically, I could place a bunch of town halls. I actually have hundreds of them, in case you didn't know. So it would be funny if I would fill up a full town of town halls. I think some people would find that weird, though. But yeah, each town hall would give you 1 pass of water. That's right. So if you have 8 town halls and you're trying to build a pond, you could surround the pond with 8 town halls and you could immediately give it 8 water. You would still need to fetch 2 water, or maybe you could get the water from the river. But that would be an interesting way to quickly build ponds without needing a builder and a well. But yeah, you would need 8 town halls. Most people, I think, only have 1, maybe 2 town halls. You know what? I'm gonna run another giveaway for town halls just in case some people still don't have one. Like I ran giveaways for the town halls on my Discord. I haven't done one in like maybe a month or two. I don't remember. But yeah, I'll probably do another giveaway for those of you who don't have a town hall. I'll run it on my Discord. All you would have to do is go to the channel that says giveaway. Not showing? Oh, here it is. Yeah, channel that says giveaway. The last one I did it. Wow, it's been 2 months. So yeah, I'll do some giveaways for more town halls, and I do have the buffs right here. Most people have this NFC, right? If you already have one, you can enter the giveaway anyways. I don't mind. It doesn't hurt to have a second one. You feel free to do whatever you want with it. Give it to a friend. But yeah, since I have spares and I know there's people that still don't have one, I could just give away the spares I have. No problem. There's still some like other NFTs I don't use that I could give away. I just haven't set those up. It's only a couple of NFTs, so I'll probably hold on until I can do more. Martin says when they were sold, I tested that and only one gave water. Oh, I don't know, Martin. Maybe it was a bug, but yeah, each one is supposed to give out 1 water. The other effects, like the reduction on the craft time of wheat fields and tree farms, those don't stack, right? But the water is the only one that applies for every town hall. Yeah, I'm not sure if I tested it right when they came out. Like tested to see if the water works for each one, but hey, it works now at least. Well, good to know. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Well, almost an hour test. Looks good. I need to go to common ground mode and sell some stuff later today too. But that's not really important. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it. I'm happy that I got my power back right when the competition started. Otherwise, man, it would have sucked to not really miss out on this one, but you know, at least not be able to stream it, and then I'd be forced to do it on my phone. I'm sure it would take me longer to even finish the build. It's more frustrating trying to play this on the phone. It's just much slower than on the computer. But thankfully I got to do it. Hopefully everybody is doing well in the competition. Don't stress out, have fun, earn some rewards. Thanks all for hanging out here with me and chatting and asking questions, and I will see you all on Friday when I stream the end of the competition. As always, I'll be around on Discord. Make sure to join my Discord if you haven't. Appreciate you all so much. Have a great rest of your week. Bye bye all.